Hey everyone, welcome to LJ Daily Housing Market Update. Today is January 23rd, 2024, and let's get started with our interest rates. Interest rates for your 30-year fixed conventional loans were around 6.92. They went back up a few basis points, zero point zero 0.05 points. Compared to your conventional to your FHA, they were at 6.20. So your FHA is 6.20, your conventional 6.92, and that's your national averages. That's according to your Mortgage News Daily. And then according to your Freddie Mac website here, 30-year fixed rates were around 6.6 as of the last reading of January the 18th. If you were thinking about going with 15 years, you will get a better interest rate averaging around 5.76 right now. And you might want to go with 30 years if you don't want to have a larger payment fixed for 15 years. Maybe things can change. So you probably want to go with 30 years and make extra payments and still decrease your years by doing that. But when we're mentioning these interest rates, these are your top tier scenario. What does that mean? That means the credit scores were really top notch. The higher the credit scores you have, the lower interest rate you will get. Your home location, which county or which state you are in, that might make a difference. The down payment that you're going to put down, the larger down payment means lower interest rate. Your loan term, are you doing 30-year, 15-year? That will make a difference. Your loan type, is it going to be FHA? Is it going to be conventional? Is it going to be non-QM? That will make a difference as well. Residency, will you live there or will you rent that out? That will make a difference. And is it single family? Is it multifamily? That will make a difference. So when you look at the headlines, just don't assume that you will get that interest rate. You might even get better or worse depending on these factors. Your buying power is definitely increasing when your interest rates are dropping. You guys can look at here that at $400,000 loan at 6.92, your monthly payment will be $2,639 compared to if you were to go with 7.67, which we had that national averages a couple of months back, and at that time you can only afford, instead of 400,000, you afford $371,000. Huge differences when the interest rates are dropping. Your affordability is increasing on that note. When it comes to your affordability, there's a lot of factors that play into it. So maybe one lender might say, hey, you qualify for $400,000, and another might say 450, and different numbers going to different lenders. Why is that? That really depends on your debt to income ratio and what income that you have. That's number one. Your income, let's say we're going to use a scenario of $75,000 here. Your down payment $60,000. Your monthly debt, these are your minimum payments that you have to make every month, $150 for this family. We use today's national averages, 6.92. Property taxes, $5,000, and your property insurance, $1,500. When you look at all these numbers here, this family can afford $381,000. So in New York, it's hard to find single family in that price range, especially in New York City here. So maybe this family can either save up for more, wait for the income to increase, or purchase a condo or a co-op, live there for a few years, and then move on from there. Otherwise, let's look at scenario number two here. And this household income has $110,000 and your down payment $60,000. Monthly payments also $150 here. And you have your interest rates the same as the other person, and your property taxes and your insurance. Now, this family can qualify for up to $580,000. Their monthly payment is going to be $3,975 here. Okay, your debt to income ratio plays a big role. This one we're doing at 45%. If you were to go with conventional, you can take it up to 49%. If you're doing FHA, you might even able to take it up to 54%, which will increase your monthly payment for sure, and your how much you can purchase the property for. Your affordability will be higher. Okay, your inflation rate is at 3.35 as of the last reading in December. If this inflation rate goes lower, that will be a good sign for our housing market, and more people will purchase when the interest rates are dropping. But the government will not do these cuts if this inflation rate goes up. So when will they do these cuts? We're expecting them to do it in March or in May. Don't expect them to do it end of this month. The home prices, you guys can see the chart here, has always been rising for 2020 since COVID hit. The prices have skyrocketed, but it all depends on your market. Every local market is different from one another. So you want to hire a real estate agent that's going to help you purchase the price property at the right price by doing the research for you. Okay, so don't assume that the price is listed for $500,000. I have to go over or under. Do the research and then make your offer. Okay, a couple of headlines here for property investors. The price of home is still not right. These are the home investors that are usually flipping the properties or holding it for rentals. They're waiting for the prices to come down, just like every other buyer out there. It's just not going to happen anytime soon. And if the interest rates keep dropping, that's what we're projecting, the prices will go up instead of going down. Okay. Next, this is from your NAR research here. Due to lack of inventory, pace of the market, you guys can see here that 9% of the home buyers purchased only based on virtual tour. We never want you to do that. We want you to go look at the property, make sure you're satisfied with it, everything's good, do your home inspection, and then move on with your contract. Okay? If you're looking to purchase in 2024, make sure you have a pre-approval letter. You want to go visit a broker like ourselves here where they will give you a pre-approval letter without running your hard pull credit. We don't want to do a hard pull credit on your and hurt your credit scores in any way or form. We want you to do a soft pull, so where we can see what's going on with your finances, but at the same time, it will not hurt your credit. But you need a pre approval letter so you at least know how much you qualify for. There are people who make high income, but they have a lot of debt as well, so they don't qualify as much as they think or they would like. So go see a loan officer and see if you can get a pre approval letter. Let's talk about one of the loan programs today. You have your conventional loan that we're talking about here. If you want to go with this program, you need to have your credit scores above 620. Your down payment, we need higher than 5%. If you can do 5%, great. Again, this is a conventional loan and it allows 5%. A lot of people think you need more, you don't. Then your debt to income ratio, whatever income you're making, you can spend up to 49% against your housing expenses. Your closing cost is going to be around 3 to 5% for this type of loan. Key points for this conventional loan, which is a really plus point, is your mortgage insurance. Mortgage insurance does go away after you hit 20% equity in that property. Okay. Next is your down payment. We mentioned if you're buying 1 to 2 units, you can put down 5%. If it's 3 or 4 units, then you need 20%. And it can be your primary or it could be investment property. Right? For your FHA, it has to be primary. You have to live there. Not with this conventional. You can rent it out right after the closing. Okay. Next, guys, real estate term to learn. Every single day, we give you one term to learn. Today is the deed. Deed is a legal document that conveys your ownership of the property. That makes you a true owner. Your name needs to be on the deed. So sometimes you don't qualify to be on the mortgage. Okay, fine. I don't need to be on the mortgage, but if I'm the homeowner, I need to be on the deed. Okay, so make sure if you want to be a homeowner, tell your attorney that, hey, I need to be on the deed, and they should tell you that is true. Okay. Next is that these are new properties on the market. First one is a rental in Forest Hills here, listed for $2,500. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. So if you're looking for rentals in Queens, let us know and we can help you out. And next one is a condo here in I believe co-op, sorry, in Howard Beach, listed for $249,999, and it's 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. Again, we mentioned that maybe not everybody qualifies for $1 million property, $500,000 property. Maybe you want to start off small and then instead of paying rent, you're still building equity when you have condo or co-op, and then when you're ready to move out after a few years or so, by then you would have some equity built over that property. Okay. Next one is listed for 999 here in College Point, 5 bedrooms, 2 baths. Another one 949, 5 bedrooms, 2 baths. This is in Woodhaven. So again, if you're looking in Queens, let us know. We should be able to help you out. Whitestone, the prices have skyrocketed there as well. 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms listed for 1.399. So if you're looking in Whitestone area, we can help you out there too, guys. So if you're having thinking about purchasing a house and thinking about, you have doubts, hey, the prices might come down or anything like that, look at the long run. Real estate is meant to be for the long run. If you can purchase a property today and live there for 5 to 10 years, it's no brainer that you will have some equity built over the years if you do everything right. So this chart show you that forecasted appreciation for properties that for 5 years, 10 years, and up to 63 years averages here. So for 5 years, you can see 6.33. For your 10 years, we see 5.3. And then for your 63 year, we see 4.85. So you think of it, if the risk is involved or not, you be the judge by looking at this chart here. This is in Queens and this is in Nassau here. Okay, very similar numbers. So who is involved in real estate? Every single day we want to teach you one or two person that's really super important in your transaction, and you need these professionals on your side. Okay, let's talk about your real estate agent today. So this is going to be your buyer's agent. If you're a buyer, you should have your own agent. You should not think about, hey, let me go attend an open house and let me tell the listing agent, hey, you represent me and everything like that. No, that shouldn't be the case. You can do that, but it's not in your best benefit because that listing agent is already representing the seller. But he or she already have a contract with the seller. Hey, I'm your listing agent. So guess what? They're gonna have their best interest. You're giving up a lot of rights when you're telling them to represent you. So have your own real estate agent that's gonna be on your side. He or she is not just helping you with the price, but they're gonna be the navigator. They're gonna be the helping hand all the way up to the closing table. Okay? So make sure you have a real estate agent that's gonna be on your side. Okay, guys. Next, if you're thinking about purchasing 2024, make sure you have enough money for your down payment and your closing cost. Your income, obviously, you want to increase that much as possible, increase your savings much as possible, debt, put that low as possible, and your credit scores as high as possible. Right? We mentioned credit scores play a big, big role when it comes to purchasing a house, so increase those. Your down payment 3 to 10% should be your ideal, but if you can save up more, that's great. But a lot of people forget about your closing cost, which is also 3 to 5%. So make sure you have enough of your down payment and your closing cost. Okay? When it comes to your credit scores, if you're just starting out, you want to have a target of hitting 580 credit scores so you qualify for FHA. If you already hit that, then your goal should be 620. So you can you can have options for FHA and your conventional. And for some reason, if you're a small business owner or 1099 worker, and you want to do no income check loans, then you got to make sure that you have great credit scores above 690 or more. Okay. So we are telling you guys every single day what the interest rates averages are. So if your loan officer tells you, hey, I can offer you 5% instead of 6.5 today or 6.9, how are they doing that? You have to question that. Are they charging me fees, or are they telling me to buy down the rate? If yes, you should know what is the cost to buy down that rate and how much money is going to actually save you on monthly basis. Right? If it's going to cost you $4,000, but if it's going to be $82 savings every month, that's going to take you 4 years to get that money back. If it's going to take you 4 years to get that $4,000 back, maybe you will do a refi beforehand. If that's the case, why would you want to spend $4,000 upfront? Okay, so at least you should know if you're buying down the rate or not. Okay, guys, we have about 16 loan officer at LJ Mortgage team. So if you have any questions regarding any type of loan programs, you guys can reach out to us. If you're a real estate agent, you guys can join our team as LJ Realty team. We don't have any office fees, no desk fees. We provide you with all the tools and the support that you need. What we don't offer is the hustle and the grind part. Nobody does that. You have to be the one who's a real estate agent, putting in hours of building relationship with your clients and going under contracts. You are not going to go under contract if you have zero showings, right? The showings only comes if you're communicating correctly. So you have to make sure you go step by step and close more deals. That will do it from my end, guys. We want to keep this short, 10 to 15 minutes every single day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining. Take care, guys.